If you've ever wondered what true power looks like, not the kind built on fear or weapons, but the kind that quiets a room without raising a voice, then listen to this story. Putin and the Stranger at the Border. A story set on the outskirts of Ukraine and featuring Vladimir Putin. It was late autumn, and the war had dragged on longer than anyone expected. President Vladimir Putin, surrounded by advisors and soldiers, visited the edge of an occupied village in eastern Ukraine. Officially, it was for morale. Unofficially, it was to think. After the cameras turned off, he walked alone near the forest's edge, where the land blurred between border and no man's land. There, sitting beneath a bare birch tree, was an old man with ash-white hair, wrapped in saffron cloth, quietly sipping tea from a clay pot. A stranger. No guards, no press, just stillness. Putin frowned. "Who are you? This is a restricted area." The man smiled. "And yet you found it difficult to leave your thoughts behind." Putin raised a brow. "You know who I am?" "I know you carry the burden of a king," the man said softly, "but you have forgotten the dharma of one." Putin paused. "Dharma, you speak like a priest." "I am no priest," the man replied. "I am a sadhu, a renunciant, and I've walked borders longer than you've ruled nations." He poured a second cup of tea and motioned for Putin to sit. For some reason, Putin did. "You came here expecting loyalty," the sadhu said, "but the land is loyal only to those who serve it, not rule it." Putin scoffed. "Power demands respect." The sadhu looked him in the eyes. "Power that demands respect is weakness pretending to be strength. True power needs no audience." He pulled from his satchel a copy of the Mahabharata, worn and weathered. Duryodhana had everything: wealth, armies, fear, but not peace. Why? He tapped the book, because he mistook control for purpose, and when the war ended, his name was remembered, but not revered. Putin said nothing. The sadhu added, "You still have a choice. You can end this not with more death, but with one gesture of life." Putin looked away. "This world doesn't run on books." "No," the sadhu said, rising, "it runs on karma." And with that, he walked back into the trees, barefoot, vanishing like fog. That night, no announcements were made, but Putin ordered a ceasefire along a small corridor to let children and civilians pass safely. The world called it a minor concession, but in one quiet moment, a man once called ruthless did something merciful, and somewhere a sadhu smiled. Moral of the story: power that dominates fades, power that restrains echoes. Dharma doesn't punish, it waits, and sometimes the greatest act of strength is to simply stop. Try this today. Before reacting out of anger or proving a point, pause. Ask, is this strength or is this fear pretending to be power? Let silence guide your next move.